as you watch a grown man play with his ball, think about subscribing, liking the channel, and possibly doing both. Look at that, superb editing by me there. Back with the show. That is a ball, and I'm going to attempt to make a ball tank. So sit back, let's cue the music, and start scratching that build. Now, I always thought this wasn't real, and it could still not be real, but Google tells me that the ball tank was made by the Germans, and it's actually called the Kugelpanzer, which translated into English means ball tank. So I'm just using a Christmas bauble, which eagle-eyed viewers will know from an old build. I think it was a steampunk tank that I did. I kind of dropped it when I was moving it a few months ago, and things fell off it, so I thought I'd just repurpose one of the balls that stayed intact and just put some tread from some old model kit that I'd used for greeblies, and yeah, that's it, job done. There's the ball tank. But that's not quite it. Once the tread goes on, then you've got to find various greeblies to stick on the ball, which is going to become a nightmare because of one thing. The ball is round and most greeblies are straight. So what I thought would be just a quick simple sort of dabble into sort of the sci-fi military bit, it became a bit of a nightmare, because then I had to go through every sprue just to find things that would work for this ball tank, and there was greeblies were far and few between that would actually sit on this. So since this is my first one, we'll call this the prototype Mark 1, and I'll probably have a go at it some other time, but I'll look for a model kit that I can use that would best suit a ball, if that makes sense. So this bit that I'm going to stick on it first is a hatch from some, I think it's a Panzer tank, I'm not sure. I just buy model kits that are cheap, so I don't really look at the names of everything. But it fitted the ball, so I just stuck that on and then covered that hole there with some other random greebly, and it was officially starting to take shape. Now, to stop the ball from rolling off the table every time I tried to work on it, I just stuck some blue tack underneath it so it was stable. That is a cannon off some other random smaller German Panzer tank or something. I keep calling them Panzer tanks. I know there's more than just a Panzer tank, but it was a German tank. Now, it was too long for the ball, obviously, but I just stuck it there, just hoping that it would look alright, and it kinda did. And then I just added various bits and pieces just around it, nothing too much, because, you know, I just first attempt, had no idea, just going by the very few pictures that I could find off Goggle. See, I thought this build would be quick and easy, but it turned out to be quite a bit of a nightmare just to try and find the correct small pieces that would actually fit on a sphere, and that's harder than you think. On this one I wanted to do panels as well, but the ball wasn't easy enough to scribe into sort of like lines, so the next attempt I will try and find plastic, like really thin styrene or a butter container, just to try and make the panels, so there's panels before I put the greeblies on. So it's kind of like one solid sort of mass of ball, and then lots of little things. There are exhausts. On one of my last builds, I forgot who commented saying that the exhausts were upside down. Well, you know, these are futuristic builds, and exhausts can be upside down if they want. And again, these two exhausts are upside down because I live in an upside down world. I actually don't live in an upside down world. just my view on the world is kind of upside down. Anyhow, so I'm going to paint it. I was going to paint it green, but the green, when you'll see with my spray paint, didn't look right. So I sprayed that, waited for it to dry, and then repainted it. You see, the problem I have with painting is I look at all these magazines with these professional painting jobs and all that sort of stuff, and then forget that I'm no professional, and what I do is that sort of mixture, that fine line in between proper models and made up models. So I'm wanting something that's professional, yet I know that I'll never get to professional status with the painting, so I just gotta keep painting until I kind of liked what the paint looks like, and I didn't like this green, so all this was going to get scrapped and get repainted very shortly. So I went over everything with a dark brown because I was thinking, okay, so it's going to be in the desert, so it'll be sort of desert colours. So painted this, but then it came out too dark, so then I had to overpaint it again with a lighter brown. Yeah, welcome to my world. I spend more time painting and repainting than I do actually building. It's my gift, it's my curse. So once all the brown had dried, I then hit it with the lighter colour, which kind of came out alright. I had trouble with the spray machine, the airbrush. Oh god, I should start remembering all these names of everything. It's very difficult being me. So this colour came out alright, but then I thought it was too light. You see, welcome to my world. It's either too dark or too bright. So then I thought, right, settle with this colour, and then what I'll do is I'll hit it with some weathering powder just to tone down the brightness. So what I did was I used some streaking grime just to go around all the little bit of greeblies, and that didn't work very well. So then I broke out Vallejo's black wash, which is more like a dipping sort of like formula, and tried to do that. That didn't work out very well, so then I just resorted to the weathering powder just to cover up everything else, and it made the black weathering look kind of like mud splashes. So in the end, I think it turned out alright. Alright for me. So yeah, a lot of the powder covered the mistakes that I'll just say were happy mistakes. And since this is the Mark 1, I'll probably do another one and just do the same sort of paint job again. So after everything had dried, I just put some decals on, and it was time for the glamour shots. So thanks very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, keep those comments coming, and until next time, keep scratching that build, everybody.